Welcome to my channel. My name is Anthony Esposito. I am with eXp Realty, and I just wanted to give you a brief background on myself and why I am starting this channel and what you can do to help me and what I can do to help you. Don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button for more content that's going to be coming your way. I got a lot of good stuff to send your way. You don't want to miss out on it. A little bit of background on me. Born and raised in Ohio in 1985. I've lived in Brunswick, Ohio my whole life. Currently reside in Brunswick Hills, which is just the township. I am married. I got 3 wonderful kids, Vincent, Emma, Gabriella. They are fantastic. They keep my wife and I's hands full at all times, as some of you may know. So if you're wondering, scar, it's pretty obvious. It doesn't bother me. I get asked that all the time. Usually it's, was it an accident? Was it a sword fight, knife fight? I mean, you name it, it's been asked to me. There's really no fun story behind it, unfortunately. I was just born with 2 tumors on my face, had 3 surgeries. Last one was when I was 3, so I don't even remember any of it. I have an older brother, older sister who unfortunately passed away in a car accident when I was 9. And then we have a younger sister who was like a blessing in disguise. She was totally unplanned, just came along later on down the road. Growing up, like I said, my sister passed away. I grew up really quick. Being 9 years old, you lose a lot of your childhood. I don't really remember much of my childhood. There's a long period of my life that I forgot because I was involved in that car accident. So from about like 5 until probably about teenager years or so, I don't remember much of it. But that drove me to become who I am today. I've always wanted to help people in any way that I could. High school, I wanted to be, a lawyer, a surgeon, do whatever I can to help somebody in a traumatic experience to kind of ease that pain, because I knew the suffering that, I dealt with and my family dealt with. But I thought college was not for me. So I did not go that route. I was 18. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, really. Which some of you may even have had that same experience. I mean, there's a lot of people that I know that are getting out of high school, have gotten out of high school, and they have no clue on what they want to do. It's a lot to really grasp, at a relatively young age. So I just kind of worked warehouse for a couple years. And then I actually decided not to get into real estate at that time, even though I had a passion for homes. But I decided to get into the trades. So I applied at IBEW Akron Local 306. That's not too far from Brunswick. And I got in doing residential for a few years. And then after that, I upgraded, went to the commercial and industrial side of it. And here we are 15 years later, and I'm still an active member. For the past maybe month or so, I haven't really been working construction too much because I wanted to focus more on real estate, and also get my YouTube channel started and really dive in and go more full time into real estate. So I've had that 15 years of construction. I've met a lot of great people, learned a lot of amazing stuff, gained an array of knowledge with construction. Obviously expert in electrical. So, I'm very grateful for that career, but in all honesty, I burnt out after so long. It was just kind of, I was doing it to provide for my family. Obviously, keep the roof over our heads, put food on the table, all that good stuff. And I never really knew that I could do, both at once to kind of, see if my passion for homes would actually, turn into something. It wasn't until my wife and I were looking for a house that the agent we were with, he was actually doing the same thing. He was working in IT and he was also doing real estate. So I kind of thought to myself, well, if he could do it, why not me? So I took the leap. And I can honestly tell you that is one of the greatest things I've ever done in my life, because I'm finally helping people. If you would have told me back in the day that it would be with real estate, I would have laughed at you for sure. But back then I was thinking to myself, helping people in traumatic experiences, whether it be saving lives or, in lawyer aspect of getting, what was deserved to them, if they were in an accident or something along that line. But real estate was not something that I really thought of helping people. And now that I'm involved with it, I can tell you that it is absolutely 1000% the best way that I could help somebody. And I truly feel that way. I've, had plenty of clients in the past. I got clients now that I'm working with, and it is one of the best feelings and extremely rewarding to make the phone call and say your offer was accepted, or hey, we got an offer in on your home, let's go over this, it's a great offer, whatever the case may be, and then even turning the keys over to that new house. I get so much enjoyment out of it, and the best part out of the whole process is the fact that I gain friendship out of it. There's an amazing relationship that I have with my past clients, current clients, and I always look at them as like extended family, not just, a client in a sense. Yes, you start out as clients and all that fun stuff, but there is so much involved with the home buying process that you really get to know people, and you begin to feel like you've known them your whole lives. And quite a few of them, they'll have a lot of similar interests. So it's very rewarding, and I'm very happy that I actually did make that leap and jump into it. A couple more things about me, as far as outside of work goes. I'm a big car guy. I absolutely love cars. That mainly probably from my dad, because he's a big car guy. He used to be an auto mechanic. And I got my dream car at a young age, graduated high school, and my ultimate car is a first-gen Camaro. I said I was going to get it as soon as I graduated, and I did. Got a 1968 Camaro, 350, 4 on the floor, and that thing was unfortunately phenomenal. That's one of my regrets in life, is I had to end up selling it to do priorities, and be able to, focus on my priorities at the time. So I made the hard decision in selling it. I will end up getting a first-gen Camaro back again, because that is my favorite car. But there are also other vehicles that I have in my, my eyesight that I'm going to be trying to get down the road. But huge car guy. I love going to car shows. I love everything cars. Muscle cars more than anything. Supercars, yeah, they're nice, but it's a supercar. It is what it is. But I'm definitely into like the muscle car scene and all that. I'm a huge lover of music. I started playing the guitar when I was 12. My dad also plays the guitar. So I've been playing that now for quite some time. I picked up and learned how to play the bass afterwards on my own. Just to help out my dad. He asked if I wanted to play in his little cover band that he had, just jamming. And of course I said absolutely I would end up playing. I mean, it's my dad. Learned how to play the drums a little bit. I can keep a beat, but nothing great, obviously. Tried playing keyboard. That I could tell you I cannot figure that out on my own. I'll have to take lessons one day, because that is something that I'm interested in. Huge gym rat. I absolutely love the gym. From the accident that we were involved in, I got super depressed, as one can imagine when you lose a sibling. Turned to food, basically completely shut down for many years. I was in a very depressive state. Took a lot to get out of it. I think it was probably a good 5-6 years of depression, of trying to get out of it. And I got extremely overweight, was very unhappy with life, with myself, and I kind of had a wake-up call. So I went to my mom and I asked my mom, help me, basically. I don't want to be, the fat kid at school, pretty much. You know, that's back then. I'm not sure how it is now so much. I'm sure it's still there, but back then, you know, being a fat kid in school with a scar on your face, that was kind of like, you know, two negatives against you, and I just kind of got tired of it overall. So turned to my mom. She said right out of the gate, like, cut out all the pop, the junk, everything, and that's what I did. And here we are. I was when I was 16. I'm now 38, and I am a health and fitness nut like no other. I'm in the gym, you know, anywhere from 5 to 6 times a week, and it's been like that for all these years. I'll sit there and still indulge and have my cheat days and stuff, but nothing like what I used to. I'm always focusing on, you know, a healthy lifestyle and just getting in the gym, lifting the weights. I'm old school kind of guy, you know. Obviously, I'm being born in '85. You kind of grow up and, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, there he is. You know, the legend himself, essentially, when it comes to that. So a really big gym nut. As far as real estate goes, the areas I end up serving is in Northeast Ohio. Like I said, I'm located in Medina, Ohio. It's technically Brunswick Hills, about 30 minutes south of Cleveland, 20 minutes west of Akron, if that kind of gives you a rough idea. But you know, Strongsville, North Royalton, Brunswick, Medina, North Ridgeville, Middleburg Heights, parts of Cleveland. It's kind of like about a 20-mile radius around Brunswick. I kind of serve, going to like Avon Lake area, Westlake, parts of, you know, Fairlawn, Bath, you know, going into parts of Akron. A couple things that are unique to me in regards to real estate. Like I said, I got 15 years of experience in construction. I feel that plays a great benefit on all of my clients that I have ever had, you know, past, present, future. I've seen it all. Like I said, I've worked on houses. I've been in commercial and industrial as well, but I like to think that I have a pretty good eye for things, and I got an array of knowledge towards stuff. So that definitely helps in the process. Even on newer builds, that even benefits, because I know, I've seen it, I've done it. It's just things that I know. I'm not an expert in other trades, but I at least can provide a really good, you know, description and kind of like explain exactly what's going to happen, how things are going to go, you know, and kind of the whole process behind it to better, like, I don't want to say like, you know, you're going to completely remove stress from the whole thing, but it just kind of eases it a little bit, knowing a little bit more going into it rather than going into it blindly and not really understanding what's going to happen and what's going to take place. I also modern social media, or I use modern real estate to leverage on social media, is how I kind of run my business. Not everybody does, but I personally do. I think it is a great way to reach out to thousands of people. It definitely helps with selling in aspects like that. And I also have a bunch of marketing tools at my fingertips that I like to use whenever I do market a home for sale, things like that. And so far it's proven to, what's the words I want to use? Like, it's proven to help like make the sales a little bit quicker. Because I do attack that marketing a little bit more, even on social media and other like ads, things of that sort. So a few things that you can expect from my channel of what I'm going to do. I'm going to be taking you on property tours. I want to do community tours. I'll put out some monthly market reports for you. We'll do some, you know, pros and cons of living in certain areas. You know, a bunch of that different stuff, just to give you an idea if you're going to relocate to Ohio, or if you're already living in Ohio, maybe there's a certain city that you weren't aware about of how, you know, some things are in the city. You know, if you're relocating, what may be for jobs that are out here, and just kind of give you an idea of Northeast Ohio as a whole. And then a reason why I think you should actually subscribe to my channel is I want you to use me as a resource. You know, there's so many agents that are out there. I don't mind if you use somebody else. I mean, that's you know, your personal decision. You know, at the end of the day, you need to be comfortable with whatever agent you end up using. But I would love for you to use me as a resource in making that decision, to just have that knowledge and know, you know, what each area is going to be like in Northeast Ohio, you know, how it's going to be if you're relocating here, you know, anything and everything at all. Just use me as a resource. And then just stay tuned. The next video that I'm going to end up be putting out there is things you need to know when moving to Cleveland, Ohio. I'm going to use that as kind of like a area reference, not Cleveland itself, but just kind of like the Cleveland market area. And that's it, guys. That is my introduction video. I know it's not going to be the greatest. The editing's probably not going to be the greatest. I promise I'll get better. You know, we'll work this together. We'll move along together and kind of evolve as one. But don't forget, hit the like button. Comment with anything that you have, even if it's just to say hi. I'd love to hear from all of you. Don't forget to subscribe. I got plenty of other great content in mind coming up. If you have something that you want to see about Northeast Ohio, don't hesitate to just comment below. Let me know, and then we will catch you on the next one.